Ben, Jeff.
Hello.
We've been together a long time,
Yes, Jason, we have.
Yep.
but not as long as me and Ryu. Me and Ryu have been together for going on 30 years now. Been throwing fireballs.
That's longer than I've been alive.
That totally is. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. You're a baby. Ben and Jeff, this is Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. It's got all the hits. 12 of them, in fact.
All right.
Let's take a look at these guys.
The 12 best Street Fighter games?
Well, that might be debatable. But if we hop into these are the
there we go.
arcade ROMs of all of these games. Some of these games have seen subsequent releases, maybe like an HD remix or something, or maybe Third Strike came out with a nice little package. But they're going old school and they're trying to do some preservation here or something. I don't know, or maybe it was just easier to emulate those original ROMs. Who knows? But everything from Street Fighter, all the twos.
All 5 of the twos.
All 5 of the twos, all 3 of the alphas, and all 3 of the threes. That's what you get here.
The 3 Street Fighter games.
Yeah. So I think we should we should check all these out for.
We should probably start at the start and work our way down.
I have never played Street Fighter.
Oh, okay. Well,
you're about to.
Oh, who's that on the right?
That's for you and Ken.
No, that's
Look at
not
that.
Ryu. Ryu doesn't have red hair.
Yeah, no, he totally does.
That dude just busts through that wall.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the options here real quick. By default, it comes like this. I prefer it like full mode.
Yeah.
Just get the full screen. And then it does have
can't see
scan
Ryu's
lines, blurry shit, or you can turn that border on or off.
Does anyone ever turn on the blurry filters?
I don't know.
Some people, I feel like, swear by like scan lines and all this other.
I like a good scan line, but it's got to be done right.
no
it's
such
it's very easy to.
I like it on like the menu. I like looking at that logo with
Yeah.
the blurred lines. That's great. But then once I get in the game, I just want the game.
Okay, let's turn it off then. There we go. Oh, let's take a look at controls here.
All right, so I got to hit the buttons really hard, right?
Yeah. They set it up for 3 button. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
It was always a 6 button game, but then it was also a 2 button game, but with 3 strengths per button.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the harder you hit the button,
Yeah.
the harder your punch was.
And I only saw one of those machines once. Like by and large, Street Fighter 1 was just
Always
the
just
same
a
6 button
six-button
thing.
All right, should be set to free play. Quick. How do you guys think I should get into this game? Which button do you think I hit?
Options.
The touchpad?
R3.
R3, play L3. Touchpad wins it.
Touchpad
wins it. Make sure that you have a stick that has a touchpad.
I think touchpad just puts in coin. Oh, that's right. Yeah, if you have a stick with those touchpads, you're kind of boned, aren't you?
Yep, you have to go in and reconfigure it.
It says 1 player only.
What?
Just keep.
Let me go in. USA.
Who's that?
That's
Joe from Street Fighter.
All right, we're gonna see how long it takes for me to do a fireball. Fireball. Shit.
You got
Messed up.
Joe wasn't playing.
I think all of these ROMs are turned up to the highest difficulty. I swear to God. Fire.
Try doing
Cool.
a Shoryuken.
Nope, that's not working. Nope. It's impossible.
To show you can't.
Yep. Okay, baby.
Is that what he said?
Let me try.
Please go for it.
You've got a lot to learn before you eat me.
Now, bear in mind, I was just trying to do fireballs.
What's that bomb doing?
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
It's gonna explode.
Did M. Bison, is that his master plan in Street Fighter 1?
Who's M. Bison?
Sorry, Joe.
Let's give it very good voice samples in here. You should have been from Japan.
Japan.
No, this is where you go to fight.
Oh, okay.
It's not. You're gonna get to pick who you face off against.
Fight though.
What?
Whoa.
I'm watching Jeff do this, and he's just mashing on that stick.
Yeah, that's how you play Street Fighter 1. You just keep doing this, and then hope stuff comes out.
He literally is
And
just
all the specials,
churning that.
all the specials do like 33% damage if they land, so it's kind of worth it for you, at least in these early fights, to just to fucking mash. The timing, like
Fun.
This game, if I remember right, it's that they don't sample the controls often enough for any of the motions to feel smooth.
Right.
So the idea that you can just kind of do a fireball on command, it's very difficult, especially if you're used to any of these other Street Fighter games.
Yep.
So you're saying it's a faithful port?
Yeah, totally. This is absolutely accurate to the shit fest that is Street Fighter 1. Hooray.
I'm surprised they didn't keep any of these characters.
They did.
Oh, yeah, they totally did.
Just not these ones.
No, yeah, I mean like. Well, what? This game has Ryu and Ken and who else?
Sagat,
Okay.
Eagle.
Oh, is this? Does he not have the scar yet?
Yeah, this is where he gets the scar.
That's the only way to beat the game.
Wait, who's Eagle?
Eagle. You don't know Eagle?
He's
got
the-
Is he an alpha guy? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing with Alpha being a game that takes place after this,
Adon's
but
in here?
before Street Fighter 2,
Okay.
is that Alpha kind of fills in a few of those gaps.
What's the? Do we know the Street Fighter chronology
We can look it up.
in the game?
In this game. So the Anniversary Collection has a nice little timeline.
Oh, cool.
But even that's not like in-world chronology, that's
Right,
just
right,
release years and stuff.
Yeah, I'm talking
sure.
like.
Well, so this would come first, then
Yeah.
Alpha came after it, and I think it's safe to assume Alpha 1, 2, and 3 all came after it, and then
Sure.
Street Fighter 2, then 4, then 5, then 3.
Okay. So Third Strike is the Tokyo Drift so far
Right.
of Street Fighters, which makes a lot of sense. It's the one. That
No, because
most
Tokyo Drift is the best one of the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, someone else jump in and let's actually fight.
I want to try. Wait,
Against-
can we? Because it said one.
I think that was because there was only one quarter inserted. I'm inserting more quarters.
I'm mashing.
Oh, hang on, hang on.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I would applaud if I saw it, even if you didn't break all of them. If you got down that far.
Yeah,
Break one,
That's still
and
pretty good.
Pretty impressed.
All right, I'm mashing.
Thailand.
touchpad.
Mash that touchpad. Joe.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, this stage.
Nothing on that.
Oh, you know what? We don't have to just go out and go into versus mode.
Sure. Versus. Yeah.
Here it is.
Give him hell, Ben.
The story.
Ben can.
This is the story of a Ken.
Oh, they didn't fist bump. I can't. I'm not.
Yeah, gotcha.
Uh.
Is that stick on?
Nope.
Oh,
you
okay.
go.
All right. Okay.
There we go. All right.
Ooh.
Oh.
Great. Ooh, type
Jason,
one,
look away.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, frame rate.
Well, the power of that fireball is such that you need to slow the fight down.
It's a
and
reality
look at it like,
bending
whoa.
ability. It's like Infinity War. It's
Can you
just
imagine
like-
being in the arcade and accidentally doing that and going, what the hell?
So that was the
that?
thing, is like seeing this game at a pizza place, there were people who were like, yo man, that guy's got a gun. No, I saw it happen. He's got a gun. Like that was how it was told to me.
Yep.
Was like, he shoots. He's got a gun. And I was like, the Karate Man's not gonna have a fucking gun.
Yeah, he's a wizard, duh.
Yeah.
I'm not mashing hard enough. There we go. I turned up the mash and I threw 2 fireballs.
Yeah, yes. Now you understand how to play the Fighting Street.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Do you want a rematch?
No.
That's
I think think I get Street Fighter 1.
Yeah.
All right, well, what about Street Fighter 2?
Now, what's that? Guile Stage.
It's the sequel to Street Fighter.
Final Fight.
It's Joe and...
Up. Oh, it's cool that it keeps the options.
Only time in my life I'll play a charged
Japan.
character.
Round 1. Fight.
Yo, do the handcuffs.
Yep.
I wonder if you can, because wasn't that something that was not in every release of regular Street Fighter 2?
Wait, that's a
Then they
real
fixed it?
thing?
I was told that yes.
Yo, man, he's got a gun, and the other dude's got handcuffs.
Well, Chun-Li can also take off her bracelet.
Yeah, she throws her bracelets.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Look at those character portraits. That's some good design there. I really like those
On the sides?
borders.
Yeah, those original
Yeah, it's from the
bezel stuff.
yeah.
There's a really good article about one of the women who came up with a lot of the songs, one of the original composers for Street Fighter 2, and specifically trying to come up with Blanca's theme. And just like that sort of, stories from that era aren't documented super well, so it's always cool to like hear about, oh, this was like my intention for this original character design for these characters that have been around for, 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
Sonic.
No chip. No! My fight money.
Yeah, we'll have to go through the museum stuff in here, because that stuff's
They
interesting.
Really,
At least for Street Fighter 2, I feel... I went through it last night.
that in particular, they really get deep into kind of the making of Street Fighter 2 and Final Fight even. That was originally going to be Street Fighter 89.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Throws are cheap.
Well,
I've got a ton of
They're
art
banned
books
in my house.
from the Street Fighter universe, Capcom and such, and seen a lot of art. And they're showing some stuff in here that
yeah, there's definitely some stuff in here that
I had not seen before. Should we jump to the next game?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think you're first player there.
We're gonna see a lot of these characters.
All right. Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Dash.
Yeah, let's go. We got bosses now. Look at that.
I remember the first time I played a lot of just vanilla Street Fighter 2 because that's what I had on the Super Nintendo. And I remember the first time I went to an arcade that had Championship Edition. I saw somebody playing as M. Bison, and it fucking blew my mind. I immediately picked him because I was like, well, he's very strong in my home console. He's probably broken. And then I just repeatedly got my ass handed to me.
Yeah.
This song used to be my ringtone.
I don't remember. Does he have his head button here? I fucking know.
No, I don't think he does.
I don't think he does.
Round 2.
I guess I don't know.
He definitely does in Turbo. I mean, I'm obviously a Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat guy. That much has been established, but just the background of these games
Tap through it.
had so much character.
Yeah, the stages and stuff are really... Like this stage, I think in particular, might be my favorite.
Next.
All right.
Ben, you want it?
Sure.
Hyper fighting. Just when they turn
I'm
it to
requesting
juice.
go over to Giles. You gotta hear that once.
All right.
Colors changed. Speed changed.
Speed.
Round 1. Fight.
I'm glad you guys like that bezel.
Yeah. Are there multiple ones to choose from, or?
Nope.
Okay.
It's set per game.
Yep. Well, for series. I
Well,
should
yeah.
say. Oh, gross.
You win.
Good point.
Yeah.
Man, that boombox down there really bumps. Good point.
Fire.
Gotta play the patient.
Fire. Fire.
Ugh. Ugh.
Ugh.
I don't think we ever had turbo in my arcades. Jeez.
No! I
Wasn't it still
wanted
like
to throw.
super turbo that I got? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tasted that shit. Shit.
Fire.
Oh boy.
Ah!
Did you encounter a lot of Rainbow Edition and a lot of the other weird bootleg hacks?
No.
Because this game, this game specifically was a response to that stuff. Because that was like where they were like, well, what if we used to do a hurricane kick in the air?
Yeah, crazy.
And Capcom was like, I guess we better do that.
Yeah.
And like Rainbow and a lot of those other hacks were faster, and yeah, those were cool.
Whoa. Who are these guys?
Yeah, we got 4 new. Look at that. Look at those guys. The new challengers.
Better character portraits.
Yeah.
Better map.
Worse announcer.
Yeah.
Oh man, this stage again.
A better version of this music. Also, different guys. That one guy isn't very obviously jerking it anymore. And is that George Clinton?
Yes, they licensed him for.
Oh shit. Wow, I can't get my shit off.
Man, that dude in the yellow suit.
Nice.
Just.
Yep.
I'm gonna wear that to E3.
Just one hand raising the roof.
And whenever somebody does something exciting, I take off my hat and throw confetti out of it.
All right.
So as far as single player stuff,
It's the arcades
The
game.
arcade ROMs, yeah.
Yeah, it's no mission mode type stuff. Like they hack a training mode into the 4 games that have online support.
which are, I assume,
Hyper
what?
Fighting, Super Turbo, Alpha 3, and Third Strike.
Okay, yeah, sure. Those are the 3 I think I was gonna guess.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Nice combo.
Thank you. I charged for it. I'm laughing.
All right.
All right, shall we
Spanish
go on to the
Ninja.
definitive Street Fighter 2 experience?
This kind of is, yeah.
Oh, you want to go back to Hyper Fighting? Awesome. I like the new characters in Super, but everything else about it bummed me out.
Oh man, I
Like,
went on a statewide search looking for this game.
we drove to San Francisco. We drove to Pier 39 because it was the first place that was going to have Super, and we got there. It was actually not it was a pretty similar reaction I had to the first time I saw Street Fighter 3. It was just like playing it and going like, this is way slower.
Yeah.
I hate the music. I hate the announcer.
Yep.
I like the original
Shit
Super
does-
was just
there were so
the
many
shits,
fucking touch
man.
of death combos as well.
Yeah, this was before anyone had figured any of that stuff out, but yeah, not a fan.
I hate
And-
DJ. God, I hate DJ.
Yeah.
I love his pants.
Yep.
Hate everything else about him. Oof. Ah, that's right. Not block stun is weird in this game. All right, that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic game and probably my favorite in the series. But you know what? I think I'd probably rather play like HD Remix, you know, with the updated sprites and stuff.
Yeah.
Balance changes.
I don't know that I ever liked the updated sprites that much.
They were
I like
real
that.
good.
I like that new remixed music too.
Yeah, the music was good.
Yep.
All right, let's play some Alpha.
Yeah.
Alpha's probably my weakest knowledge of the Street Fighter series, so it'll be cool to see some of this.
I wish they would have hacked this stuff a little bit to make it easier to play, because like Dan and Akuma are in this, right? Like it's like you hold down start and hit out, up, or whatever it is.
Yeah, something like that. And this should also had like the tag team battle stuff where you'd have two people fighting against the boss.
Well, I wonder if you can do that when you play arcade mode, because
Yeah, I think so.
that's yeah. Because they let you kind of put in court credits and do that stuff.
What the?
I bet you can get some good stuff at the Sansan 24-hour.
Oh yeah, they got everything.
Okay, well, this is not going well. Why can't I? I need to stop trying to uppercut.
Stop trying to uppercut and start trying to intercut.
See, I didn't try to do it again.
My favorite levels are the ones where there's people in the background doing like menial labor and occasionally looking over like
oh, still at it, huh? All right.
just another day of this bullshit. I've been trying to keep my shop clean. These assholes are throwing guns at each other. Not a day goes by in this town without some wizards
They're
getting up
blocking.
to some shit. This might be my favorite rendition of Ryu's theme. Or Ken's theme. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I want to play Alpha 2. Or we're going to have to do some additional matches in Alpha 2.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Some of these deserve a little more attention than others.
Yes.
Oh God, look at those portraits. Oh, it's so good. Wait, where's yeah,
That's the best.
yeah, Geef is the best. It's very good. Play some Geef.
There you go. Fight! Shuttle. Yeah.
Cool.
Ah! Whoa.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I thought that got me for sure. Oh, it's so hard to 360. Oh.
I always forget that you need to mash punch on that one.
Yeah.
No. I finally got a green hand out, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
Oh, look at that chain in the foreground. Whoa, 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 settle down. Be nice to the sticks.
He put the glasses on. Guile takes the glasses off.
Yeah.
Yep.
He puts the glasses on.
It's weird. It's almost like they must just have like a save state of here's the select screen and
I
just
wonder.
pops you
That
back
cut
in.
was very raw.
I'm sure I've told the story before about how I went to Sunnyvale, California, in the hopes of like getting a tour of Capcom, but ended up going to
Golfland.
Golfland, and Mike Watson beat my ass in Alpha 2. And it was a sorry state of affairs.
Yeah, like it's cool. It's really cool playing somebody who's very good at a fighting game because you learn. You just get beat so hard, so like just you'll lose, 10, 15 games in a row, but you pick up on things. It's cool. Like just the experience of losing to somebody who's very good can be enlightening, even if it doesn't feel like it. I've never beat anyone really good at fighting games, except the time I beat Sonic Fox at Lethal League at Evo, but I'm counting that one for the record books. I also beat John Choi at beer pong once.
That counts.
That counts. All right.
These Sagat sprites for Alpha are just so
good.
tough, man. Look at this motherfucker,
Yeah.
just thick. We keep picking random stage, but it keeps.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jump is so fast in this game.
It's just a really good speed. I think it was a good blend between like turbo and normal Street Fighter.
Yeah.
I can't super for the life of me. It's funny, like going through these and being like, "Oh God, is Chip gonna kill me in this game?" Like,
Right.
'cause everything's so different from game to game. It should be double quarter circles and the 3 punches, right?
Yo.
Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah. All right.
Alpha 3?
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get to play roads, but that's okay. Random, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Well, they're all pretty good. So many stages. All right, we'll see what random gets us. Oh,
I like the announcer in this game a lot.
Oh, look at that Blanca.
It's a very good Blanca.
I'm just looking at all the portraits. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. it has run me out of time, and I am now Candy.
Come on, Santa.
Air teching.
I remember playing Alpha and like kind of just realizing the power of being able to block in the air.
Yeah.
And feeling like, man, I never want to play another game that doesn't have air blocking. Because it was a fun addition.
Yeah. It really does change up like it gives you more approach options.
Right.
Which is, I think, always good in a fighting game.
Oh shit. I need to hold forward there. Oh shit.
And is this where they changed it from you're no longer hitting all 3 buttons, but the strength of the attack dictates the strength of the super? Or is it still all 3? I feel like this is where they changed that.
You might be right, yeah. I think I did it with 1 punch button before.
I went to an anime convention this weekend, and they had a game room, and there were a bunch of PS4s with different fighting games on them. You could just kind of free play. And there was a zone with some Street Fighter V happening, and me and my friend really wanted to play 4. And so we asked one of the setups that was kind of dead if we could switch over. And they let us, and we started playing 4, and more people started wandering over. And eventually it was just it was a huge line of a bunch of people who missed Street Fighter 4, all taking turns playing. A bunch of old NorCal, really strong players in 4 showed up, and it was really cool, just like getting back into a game that I haven't really touched in a while, and everyone was just having a really good time with it. And I can imagine something like this provides the opportunity to have the same thing, like, get your old Alpha crew back together, obviously Third Strike. There have been plenty of ways to play that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is like kind of the first release for Alpha in a while.
Yeah. Like I know on like PS2, there was a fair amount of ports and then collections and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we played Alpha 2 in the office on a Saturn. There was an empty cubicle and we set up a Saturn. This was like for about 2 years, I want to say, after it had come out. No, this was way after that, actually. But we left a Saturn hooked up with Alpha 2 that we could just go to. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Wow. Get ready, fighters. That's what Jan says to us before every ranking.
And he says, go for it, man.
Triumph or die.
No, shit.
Nice bait.
Yeah. I've used my full meter, but it was worth it, I think. Did they change throws here too? It's not just up close anymore, is it?
No, it's not, because I whiffed one earlier.
Oh, there it is. It's 2 punches. It's like medium and... Or it's just, maybe it's just any 2 punches. Or any 2 kicks, I guess, if you've got a kick throw.
Kick throw, it's all in the mind.
What? That's how I feel about that.
Okay.
Noted. Oops. Well,
No, that's fine.
are you ready to move on?
Sure.
to the new generation.
Super randoming.
This was the generation that I had skipped over completely. in the
Yeah.
arcades.
I've actually never played 3-1 or 3-2.
Yeah, same. I'm sure at some point I
Wait, I
played a round or two, but
wanted Yun. Why did I get Yang? You ready for my
Is it-
Canadian combos?
can't wait. Yeah.
What a cool stage.
Whoa. Here we go.
Here we go. Hey,
Oh,
hey, 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 hey. Yeah, there's that Yang shit.
Disgusting.
Yang.
Hop, hop.
No! My combos! Oh, fuck.
Go ahead and stick a foot in my face while I'm taking 93 frames to get this fucking fireball out. God, this game.
It's animated well. Yes.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. It's the fucking Dark Souls of fighting games. In a bad way.
The parry mechanic was always lost on me because like, holy shit, that goes against everything that I learned.
Push
up until
forward.
this
Or
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. So it wasn't until like Third Strike. I want to say even like Third Strike for like 360 when they put out that one with the good online.
Right.
Was finally when I learned some amount of respect for Street Fighter 3. But through this, when stuff was coming out in arcades,
Oh, look at
and-
that Hugo!
Yeah.
and you know they were doing like double impact for Dreamcast that was like 1 and 2, or Street Fighter 3 1 and 2.
Yep.
Just no interest, man.
In Hidden Shrine.
Like I hate all these characters,
Even Ken.
except for like the returning characters, and even in some cases, some of those were not as cool. Like the Street Fighter 3 character, I just think they're super fucking lame.
I like
It's just
Hugo.
like, check out these weirdos we made. Hugo looks like he's made of fucking Play-Doh, and
I like
this guy
Elena.
lives in a bag. Like, fuck, what the fuck, man?
He's so powerful that he has to fight with one arm because if he fought with two arms, it wouldn't be fair.
This guy's wearing a trench coat like that guy from Eternal Champions that you
dude.
like so much.
Q rules.
Oh, there you go.
Did a parry.
Cool background, though.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, people like, oh, can't you leave our hidden temple alone? We're obviously into some
We
weird
were in the middle of
sex
something
shit.
here.
That
Oh,
looks cool.
man. Yep.
I like the HUD in this one a lot. The way the faces are, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
Give me some of it. Sure.
Third strike it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we don't even get to hear like the music.
Yeah, the in and
wait,
out,
yeah.
like this menu stuff. Like I don't think I love the way they get in and out of the games
Well,
for
I-
the versus mode and
yeah.
online stuff. Like
That is
their like save state loading stuff is abrupt and feels like
Here's another thing that really bugs me is you can't assign like a 3 button, like a 3 punch. So if you're playing with like a regular controller or something like that, you've got to hit all 3 buttons with like Zangief to do it.
Oh, you can't. They don't have a shortcut for it.
Nope.
That's frustrating. I feel like they got the idea of just like, hey, let's preserve these arcade games. It feels like they approached that properly and did the museum thing. It's like similar to the Mega Man collection, but it feels like that this was not done with like what a fighting game player would want in mind.
Yep.
I bought this last night, and
Trying to hit forward, trying to parry so hard.
like, well, maybe we'll get to it. I guess. There you go. The netcode in this seems bad. Also,
Yeah, I've heard some bad stories.
I had
that's a
some.
bummer.
I had like one match that was like kind of okay, and a lot of them were real rough.
Yep.
And
Oh, I'm gonna punch it.
so I bought it last night, and then immediately regretted it. It was just like, man, why did I? Like, I don't have anyone locally to play Street Fighter with. Like, what the trophies are not great.
Yep.
Like, what am I even doing? I looked through the museum stuff and was like, this is all really cool. And now that I've looked at it, I don't know that I'll ever launch it again. I was like, this is maybe a bad use of $40. If the online had been better, I'd maybe feel differently.
Oh no, what do I do? I don't have a roll. Ooh!
Oof. Ah!
I hit a button. No!
Fuck.
That's it. Here it comes. Oh shit!
It showed you the
Right
tier
at it.
list.
So speaking of that museum, let's take a look at that.
All right.
Oh. I'll play more Third Strike.
You were on a roll, man. I do not want a rematch.
It's hard on a menu. That's such a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
On a menu like that, how do you know which one you've selected? Like when there's
yeah,
only 2
sure.
colors
Yeah.
and 2 options.
So they do have training for the 4 games that are like online capable. These guys right here, and this is the first time that Alpha's been like playable online, as far as I know.
Is this out right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is out.
We should after
find
we
some
look
people?
at this stuff, maybe try and see if we can find a match.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a look.
But go into the training. Like, what does it actually do? Because I assume it's just like setting up more emulated save state type stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just want you to load into any one of them and just see what it looks like here.
There we go. Goes in here.
Huh.
And as far as I know, there are no options.
Okay, so it's just like a.
Training options. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
That's more
cool.
than I thought.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. That's nice.
Okay.
But it's weird that the damage like stays.
Oh, does a round end if he dies?
Nope.
Okay.
It just goes down
That's
to like
good.
a magic pixel or whatever.
That's probably just a facet of just like, hey, we're emulating these arcade games. What can we do in that context of like manipulating memory or what can they do to get it to work like this at all? I'm surprised it actually has any training options.
What
That was something that was added very, very late. That was
okay.
based on some feedback.
was that feedback? What are you doing? How could you do this?
Yeah.
Well, even with that, this thing seems really bare bones. And granted, it's $40. It's like not necessarily full price, but it's still a substantial amount of money.
Yeah, there's those buttons, man.
Yeah.
R2 to zoom in. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam.
There's really interesting, like, a lot of this stuff is really neat to look at, and it's a bummer they don't translate any of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's got some captions for, like, just some basic relevance, but, like, that one has a caption, the rest don't. So you're like,
I wish this stuff
Yeah,
was
what the
translated
fuck?
as
Like,
well.
that's
like an
cool.
overlay that said exactly what.
right. That's really...
You have all this space on the side.
Like, okay, hang on. Let me put my phone up here and Google Translate the image and see if maybe we can get something out of that. Like, that's...
Remember when he busted that wall? Man, look at that.
Yeah.
bummer.
Just
The idea
like-
that someone, like, woke up one morning and went like, no, we need him to bust through a wall, and I'm going to draw it right here. It needs to look sick like this.
So yeah,
I love that idea.
This stuff is really cool, and this is a lot of the stuff that I had not seen before.
Yeah, like in this thing, they say that like early Street Fighter 2, they didn't even want to put Ryu in it.
Yep. It's like,
And they've got
Even
there.
Capcom.
Go back. One more. Dick Jumpsy,
Dick
American
Jumpsy.
boxer, special
Jumpsy.
move, Holy Rope Storm. So they
shouldn't
translate the
see
ones
that.
that really matter.
Yeah.
There was the other one. Go back a couple. One more. Jumping 100 crack knife.
220 IQ.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the big
Shilke
brain fighter.
Mueller.
I like that they named the special moves before they even like sat down to do development.
Right.
So yeah, Final Fight was originally going to be Street Fighter 89, like the sequel to Street Fighter, and it got they go through about like the chip shortage and shit like that. It was just too expensive to make, so it got shelved, shit like that. I think it's really cool, very very interesting. There's some other like thrown away. I love Tubby Ken up there
Yeah.
in the upper right. Yeah,
Is that our first? Like, I like the prototype Honda there. Second guy.
yeah, could be.
Oh, that was just Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, pretty much. Look at this.
A policeman.
Yeah.
police-
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the dude from.
Oh yeah, that's
He
the
made it.
Baz.
Baz. And yeah, it goes through the rest of that stuff. I like, let's see. So here's like the interactive history.
Oh, cool.
It shows when stuff, like this screenshot in particular, I had never seen before. The cartridge version of Street Fighter 2.
I'm curious to know if you were playing this on a Switch, if it would be very upfront about what platform these games appeared on.
It was,
Okay,
I believe
because
so, yeah.
this one is just like 8-bit cartridge version released. Like they don't say Nintendo anywhere in here.
Oh, really?
And maybe Fighting Street wouldn't be any different. But like Fighting Street came out for the TurboGrafx.
Yep.
They don't say that. They just say, it's Fighting Street came out on a CD
cartridge.
system. Like, okay.
So this is kind of cool. You can drill down and
Tell me about.
which series you
Blanca.
want to go to. Let's find Blanca in here. Learn all about him. Check that out. He likes his mom. Tropical fruits.
Full name?
Yep.
Jimmy.
Not so hot on those army ants. Look at this. I can make that grid go away.
Whoa.
Really strange option.
Yeah.
Toggle grid.
But check this out. This is kind of neat. You can cycle through
Oh, that's neat.
his animation stuff.
And Blanca rolling is the loading
Yeah.
indicator too, which I thought was cool.
Nice touch. Oh yeah.
That's a good Blanca roll.
Look at how symmetrical he is. Jesus Christ.
How does he get his hair down like that?
Oh shit.
Keep it wet. As he's walking out before the fight, he pours a bottle of water on his head, drinks some, spits it in the air.
Sure. That's got to be dangerous with all that electricity flying
Yeah,
around.
it's yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Does it have a sound test?
It does. Pretty damn good one. Like even like insert coin noise and there's some cool shit.
Does it have the voices?
I don't think so.
That's the stuff that
Yeah.
I think would be cool to put in.
Yes, I don't think it's a sound test that we're familiar with. But yeah, it's a hell of a package. 12 games in there. If you really, I don't know. I don't think $40 is too much to ask for this, but I do agree that this is kind of bare bones. I did like the museum aspects. They made some attempts at making some of these titles online capable.
Yeah.
But it seems like they missed the mark on that.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I would not buy it for that by any means. But to have it around the house. And then just to bust out every now and again, it's like, hey, let's play some fucking original Street Fighter and try to do
You could do a lot worse, and I think Capcom themselves have done a lot worse when it
Yeah.
comes to Street Fighter collections over the years. So this is
Some of these
pretty
games
pretty all right.
have been represented much better. We talked about like HD Remix and like Third Strike. If I wanted to play those games, I would probably play those versions as opposed to the ones in here. But as it stands, yeah, it's a nice little collection. Not bad.
Cool.
Thanks, Capcom. Here's to 30 more years
Yeah,
for you.
we'll get to
I'll see you later, buddy.
Street Fighter 10 by then.
I want to Hadouken you.
Oh God.